This is a top 15 matchup with the added subplot of conference rivalry. It's Big 10 versus Big 12. Bragging rights in play. The Boilermakers will kick this deep to start us off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
On first down, it's play action. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
A quick throw out left, complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down. We're going to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. No way to run up the middle.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense at taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Goff. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Boilermakers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They mix it up with a run. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Boilermakers. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll run it from the gun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. The Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Cut quickly. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of that.
Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The shotgun running play call.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing their running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. The pocket breaking down. That one sails incomplete. Threw it too far.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that's 2 straight incompletions. You'd hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's wide open. Look out. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Looking for 6. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the big lineman a little too far downfield, and the official spots it, draws the flag, and takes the touchdown off the board. Second down and goal upcoming. The defense showing blitz here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Comes up with the catch. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Going to throw for it on third and goal. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now, that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now, third and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall. They get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Breaking free at the 35. What a catch and run by the junior. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Penalty makes it first and long. The shotgun handoff here. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Off the RPO, caught to the right.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Trying to find some room. It's low. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The Boilermakers are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And the Boilermakers line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Perdue. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Going backwards to open up this series. Second down and 16 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Slangs a good throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away.
Number 19 in punt formation. Kick it away.
Coverage team brings down the returner. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On the run, it's low. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pressure is coming. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Boilermakers will line up returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers. The defense contributes 6 points.
Boy, in an instant, Chris, you go from having a chance to cut into this lead to now being down double digits after the interception return for a touchdown. What a play by this defense.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. No press here. The defense backing away. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he steps out of bounds with no gain on the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's low. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Perdue's offense trots back out on the field. Start the third quarter here on the ground. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. And the TCU offense takes the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Watch the spin move. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now. The Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to...
Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, TCU. And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Hands off to the left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Boilermakers churn out another first down. The big fullback's got it here. And the fullback going nowhere. Like they stopped him for a loss.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off-play action. He's looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1st down from there. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Perdue has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
For this defense. Doing an out. Job of baiting this quarterback into the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Here comes Perdue's offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Pounding away with the run game. Runs through the defender. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. offense takes the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Could take it all the way. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Perdue. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
You know, we talked to him. And he told me he was a high school corner, and I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick it off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Going again on second and 10. And this time it's complete.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard. They're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
The extra point gets it within a touchdown, 31-24. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Fights through a tackle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Boilermakers expect to run the clock out here in the final minute and secure the W. They give it to the big fullback here. He's got the first and still going. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
2nd and goal for the offense. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Brings up third down.
Bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback looking to scramble. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offense starts with excellent field position. They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them the chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
No, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.